Hi there, in this video I want to look at the best way to find cheap flights. I've been traveling now for 27 years. I left England in 1990 and I work and travel, mostly in Asia, a little bit in Europe and also in America, but mostly in Asia. Even this year I've taken more than 20 flights so far. So the number one place I always go is to Skyscanner, and I think they've been going about 10 years now. So there's some different ways you can use this, and it can be like precise, a certain date, or you can look at a range of dates like a whole month. And you can also just look at going, if you don't know where you want to go or you just want a cheap place, then you can also do it that way. So I'll show you the different ways. Let's go on Skyscanner then. This is the website skyscanner.net, and I'm going to click here, flights. I'm in Phuket at the moment, so I'm actually going to look at a flight that I need to take. I need to leave here for my visa. I'm going to put in Phuket, and I need to go somewhere for my visa. Now, let's say I want to go to Kuala Lumpur, which is about the nearest place to here. And let's say I need to go on a specific date, and that needs to be 10th of December. Sorry, 10th of December. Then I can do a search, and I've looked at one way here for the moment. And I can see here the cheapest one is $45, and that it's pretty good that if it's fairly near the date, or actually even if it's not near the date, but if it's a very common route, like from Phuket to Kuala Lumpur is fairly common, then this price will be fairly up to date, or very up to date. Let's just select that to check it's the current price, and it's still 45, and that's direct with AirAsia. Sometimes this will be out of date if the price is changing quickly as it gets nearer the date. Especially these bucket airlines or these budget airlines, they put the prices up as it gets near the date. So you do need to go and just double check it, because this is looking at flights from lots of different places. It's not exactly live. It might be a few hours late. So that's that. Let's go back to that search. And let's say I want to come back, because I do actually need to go and come back to get my visa. Let's look at return, and I'll be returning on the same day. I can do a search for that. And it will just give me the total price for going there and return. Now, you do have to take into account these are budget airlines, so you do have to add some if you've got carry-on luggage, but it is a lot cheaper than Europe. In Europe, it can get like £20, sometimes £30 for luggage, but in Asia and these budget airlines, maybe from one country to another, maybe $15, and within a country, I think less than $10. But you can find that out. You might have to go on the website to find that out. So here I can see that I can come back. I can go there and come back for $70 if I go in the morning at 8 o'clock and come back at 8 o'clock in the evening. Bit of a long day, but maybe I'll do something while I'm there. Or there's some other ones with less time between them. There's 6 hours between that one and one here, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So that's 4 hours, and I can pay more if I want to do that. So I'll make a choice later, but I do need to do that flight. Let's look at the next thing then. Let's say we want to go there, but we can go any time. So I'll just choose a different place. Let's say I'm in Phuket and I want to go to Singapore, but I don't actually mind when I go. Let's say I'm just going one way, and I can put in a whole month. So maybe I'm going to go there in January, but I'm flexible. I don't need to go a certain time. And that's why I like this. You've got some like Expedia where you've got to put in the exact date, and I think with Expedia you can't even put plus or minus some days. I'm not sure. I quite often use Travel Trolley for long journeys, and that's even when I look on Skyscanner and they recommend Travel Trolley as one of the best ones. So I quite often use this for long journeys, travel trolley. And here you can put flexi dates, but it's still only, it's plus or minus 3 days. So a total of, I think a total of 5 days. Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, a total of 7 days. So it's a total of a week, and it will tell you the cheapest within that week. Whereas Skyscanner, it does a month. So let's say Phuket to Singapore in January, and let's just search for that. So it's gone off to all these different airlines and different companies. Like it'll check Travel Trolley, it'll check Expedia and all those, and it'll come up with the best one. And it's good that you can choose a whole month, because if I'd have chosen this week, 1st to the 7th of January, then I would have thought, oh, well, it's quite expensive. You know, this is the price to go to Singapore. But if you go the week after, then here is $34, which is really cheap. And that's about the cheapest. There's some others here, $30 to $40. So it's good that if you don't need to go on a certain time, then this helps you to avoid the holidays. I expect people to be coming back from Phuket to Singapore from their holiday, and that's why it's gone up. So it's good to put in a whole month and to just see which is best. So that's doing it that way. Now, there's another way you can do it, and this is, say I'm in Phuket now, and I don't mind where I go. So it says here, I can't decide where, I can go anywhere. And let's say also I'm just going to go in February, and I don't mind, I've got a holiday a week, so maybe I want to come back as well within that date. I want to go and come back within February, and I want to just choose everywhere. So let's do a search. And this isn't based on Asia, this is any country. I'm just using Asia because I'm in Asia at the moment. So I could, if I like, I could go to Malaysia, $49 return, Singapore 70, Vietnam 97, I've got Indonesia and Cambodia here. So let's just look at a couple of them. Let's say Vietnam, and I can go direct to Ho Chi Minh. Okay, I didn't even know that. So I can go from here to Ho Chi Minh and back from $97. Let's have a look at that. If I click on that one, and this will give me the date to, the price to go and the price coming back. So I can just find one that suits. Say I want to go for a week. Well, it looks more expensive. No, about the same. But if I go the beginning of February, it looks like it gets more expensive towards the end. And that might be because of maybe they've got some holiday, or maybe there's some, might be Chinese New Year. Maybe, I'm not sure when that is this year. But anyway, so it looks like I can go on the 2nd of February, and maybe I want to go for a week. I can come back on the 9th, and that cost me about 107. Come back on the 11th, then that will cost me 51 plus 47. So that's just over 100, 106. And I can look at it like that. So I can find I think that looks like the cheapest there, 47 to go and 51 to come back. So that's pretty good, $100 for a week's holiday for the flight. And I have got to pay a bit more for the baggage. But actually for a week, I could probably just take hand luggage if I want. So that's if you don't mind where you go and you're just looking for a cheap place to go. Ho Chi Minh, I've been there but a long, long time ago. So it's somewhere that's a bit new to me, and I can do that. Let's go back to the previous results. And you just got some more choices here, Indonesia, Cambodia. And if I click on this, like this Indonesia, it would tell me the different places. So Jakarta, Bali, can go to Bali from 169, and just some other places. So that's using the everywhere. That's using everywhere. So that's all about Skyscanner. As I said, I've been traveling for 27 years now. I left in 1990. So I've made this blog and this YouTube channel to really help people either traveling or working online. And if people want to do the same as me, travel different countries, either I've worked online, I've also worked offline in some different countries, and I've had a business in Asia. So I really want to let people know what you can do, give them some incentive to be able to do this, and also the practical information. If that helps you and interests you, then please subscribe to my channel. If you've got any comments about cheap flights and getting cheap flights in Asia, cheap flights in Europe, and any other websites, then please leave those in the comments below. If you've got any questions about flights, about working and traveling, then please leave those also. And I'll hope I can answer all of your questions. So thanks for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you can, because that will help other people to find it. And I'll see you again soon. So thank you.